Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review One Ranger, and this is from writer-director Jesse V. Johnson, who has previously done films like Hell Hath No Fury, Debt Collectors, and a decent amount of films with Scott Adkins. And this particular film focuses on a Texas Ranger who is looped in by the British intelligence to track down a dangerous terrorist and stop him from attacking London after he came crossing paths back in Texas and caused some damage to this ranger. Thomas Jane plays a Texas Ranger in this film, and Thomas Jane is grizzled and veteran, just performance that just fits so perfectly well in what this film expects of this character. Love Thomas Jane. I appreciate seeing him in this film and him getting this leading role. You have Dominique Tipper, who plays this British intelligence officer who's like his partner throughout this film, and I feel like I wish she got more to do, because so much of her job is just to spout exposition, and generally she seems like a charismatic actor. You have John Malkovich, who just prances on screen for a couple of minutes and prances right off. And it's like, oh, we got John Malkovich for like a day of shooting. So like, don't go in expecting to get a whole lot of John Malkovich out of this either. And you have this terrorist who, not particularly interesting. Their mission and their plans are not particularly interesting. There's some thrilling and decently shot action in this film from Johnson, but overall it's pretty uninspired action thriller that doesn't really add tons to this action thriller genre, and kind of is bland and a bit boring, especially when it's like you have this fish out of water situation. Like, you have a Texas Ranger running around London, England. Should be a lot more interesting than this, and in many ways it's just not. And luckily the film's only like 95 minutes, but like, you have Jane, who's very committed. You have this potentially interesting and unique concept. It's just everything else that went into it narratively and visually just doesn't match and doesn't really deliver anything particularly special. This isn't like a horrible film. It's just a film that lacks a whole lot of energy or uniqueness to it, and it just feels like yet another film that's going to drop on VOD and get lost in a sea of these action thriller genre films that all feel a bit nondescript, and that's disappointing because I was hoping for a little bit more from this film. But those are my thoughts on One Ranger. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.